Thank you for joining us for the 2-minute drills. I'm Aram Talegian, joined by Steve Ramirez, and behind the camera, Fred J. Robledo. We're talking about the Pacific League now, everybody. This is turning into a very, very interesting race, and you can thank Muir because of it. Muir 0-3 going into 0-4 going into last week's game after a rugged non-league schedule and then a blowout loss to Burroughs, who's the co-first place team in the league. In their first league game, they go to Burbank the following week and they upset Burbank after following down 14-0. Stevie, Muir comes out with a 21-20 win, and that has thrown the Pacific League into chaos.
And what does Muir say? That's how we do it.
Yeah, right.
That's how we do it.
The thing I noticed about Muir over the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 years since I've seen their games is, they sometimes start slow where they go 3 and out. 80-yard run,
right?
60-yard run,
right?
50-yard run, and they got that like puncher's chance, and
that's because Muir is still holding on to that tradition that they can play these great teams in the preseason and they get their butt kicked. But when they get in the league, they're comparable.
Yeah, not only are they comparable, they're often just pure, flat out faster, and that's kind of what's led them to their league success in recent years. Now, keep in mind the Pacific League. I mean, this is the league that sent out the 14-0 Southeast Division champion last year in Crescenta Valley. However, Crescenta Valley, like I said, this league is strange this year. Crescenta Valley, they're in a little bit of trouble. I mean, they're 1-1, and their one loss, I think they lost 7-3 to Burbank of all teams, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they lost 7-3 to Burbank, who Muir came back and beat. So now you can see we're starting to take turns on each other, so these games are important. However, Arcadia, this is another team, a weird situation that they're thrown into the mix now because they're started off 2-0 in league, 3-2 overall. This was a team that gave Monrovia a good battle for a little while, scored a bunch of points in that non-league game. They got a lot of transfers in. Coach Andrew Pollocky, he's rebuilding that program, and they have some speed. They have some weapons. They're not very big along the lines, but they do have athletes. This team's interesting, I'll tell you that much, Stevie.
Yeah, I mean, the thing in the past couple of years with Arcadia was they were okay defensively, but they didn't bring any weapons to the fight, basically.
Right.
They could win, I think when they beat Glendale last year, it was like 14-13.
Right.
Very tight football game, defensive game. And then when they faced a team like Muir or last year's Crescenta Valley team, they were good defensively, but they just could not keep up with those offenses, and now they can.
I believe they were 2-8 last year, 3-7 the year before, and now they're tied for the league lead with Burroughs at 2-0. If Arcadia wants to win the league title, it's got to take care of Muir. If Muir wants to get into the playoffs and keep its league title hopes alive, it's going to have to beat Arcadia. This one, there's a lot of stakes going down at Muir on Friday night. I got to tell you, this Arcadia team, I think they can run around with Muir. And I like the way they're playing right now. I like the QB play. I'm thinking Arcadia is going to win this game. This is a team I've seen twice already. They've been on the field with athletes before. When they saw Monrovia, it didn't go that well. They gave up a boatload of points. And I'm sure Muir's looking at that saying, hey, we're going to do the same thing. But I'm not sure you are. And I think Arcadia is getting better week to week to week. I like what they do, Stevie. They got QB play. They got athletes. Rayshawn Rowland on the outside. Bradley Mills running the ball. Give me Arcadia in this game. I think they stay alive another week as far as league title is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I like Arcadia in the fact that, I think they can keep up with Muir point. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game, and it's whoever can make that stop. And the thing, like I said about Muir, the thing I worry about is they get behind, and you getting behind a Burbank. Burbank is kind of going to grind it out, so they're not going to run away from you. But this Arcadia team looks like they can run away. If you start off slow, you could be down 28 or 21-28 nothing, and that will be hard to come back from. Because this Arcadia team, they can score points, and if you start off slow, you can be in real trouble. And so I'm leaning towards Arcadia, and I'm picking Arcadia in this game.
Freddie, you want to?
Yeah. I'm not buying what each of you are trying to sell.
And I know why.
No, when I just look at Muir over the years, they rely a lot on hope and emotion, and I think what happened last week gives them a little bit of both. And they're going to be at home. They're a team that, when you get in games like this, especially in the Pacific League, they've been able to find ways to win over the years. And I think winning last week gave them a little bit of that confidence they need. They're going to talk about it this week. That hope has gone to, I think, a next level where I think they're going to start feeling like, yeah, we can win this league championship now. And I think for Arcadia, sometimes there's a little intimidation factor. I've always felt that way. If this game was at Arcadia, I think I would feel a little different. The fact that it's at Muir and the way Muir plays at home in games where people are doubting them, especially Pacific League teams, and they've kind of had a mental ownership over Arcadia for a little while now. I'm going with the Mighty Mustangs.
You see, that was the reason why. When I said I think I know the reason, because I know what Fred's going to say. Arcadia going to Muir, there's a little bit of an awe factor, a fear factor, and it's going to take a good Arcadia team to kind of get over that.
Yeah, had Muir lost last week and still been down in the dumps, I think I'd have gone with Arcadia. I think Muir got a little bit of their mojo back, and that's going to carry them through this game.
I think they scare Arcadia a little bit.
Maybe.
We'll see, because Arcadia's got guys now that can run around with Muir. So we'll see. Anyways, everybody, this is a big Pacific League game. Get out there. Muir is a very, very fun place to watch a game on a Friday night. You can even stand behind the visitor side, behind the fence, with the crew, and just hang out and have a good time there and live the high life. Anyways,
Lincoln Avenue.
We both have. Stevie and I have Arcadia. Freddie has Muir. Get out there and enjoy this one.